confidence, excitement, passion, and still that great sense of humility, that sense of gratitude that she was chosen for the mission. You cannot train that.
She was just always in her own little world, and she could get lost in her own imagination. And I can remember one day we were at gymnastics practice together, and there's Ashley staring at the wall. And I walk over there and I'm like, Ashley, what are you doing? She goes, look, I'm watching the caterpillar. And I'm like, we moved on like 5 minutes ago. And she's like, oh, I didn't even realize. And you know, she just always beat to her own drum.
I mean, when we'd go places and stuff, it was like, wait a minute, did Ashley get in the car? Because you never heard her, you know? And she did. She beat to her own drum.
She went to ROTC and she felt she owed something, and that's why she went to Afghanistan. Because it bothered her when she was an officer at the arsenal training people that had already been deployed, and she never was deployed. And she felt, how can somebody listen to me if I've never experienced it? And that bothered her.
You know, she just continued to stay true to herself. And she continued to do something that she believed in. You know, going into the military was something that she did for herself because she believed in it. She didn't care what anybody else thought. And, you know, she had the strength and the courage to do something that, you know, most people would have never done. There's been a snowball effect of military changes that have been created because of her death. And I think that it's given a lot of other females inspiration and courage to pursue their dreams as well. And, you know, she never meant to leave a lasting legacy. I don't believe that she even thought that what she was doing was bigger than herself. She didn't realize it. She just knew that she was doing something that she believed in and she enjoyed. And she was very compassionate about making sure that everybody else around her was taken care of. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, that's what kind of, you know, also helped, you know, create that sisterhood bond and helped her also gain respect from the Rangers.
And when I met the first 2 women Rangers in DC, you know, that was hard too, because they said they wanted to meet me because they had to thank me because they wouldn't be Rangers if it wasn't for Ashley opening that door for them, because the rules changed after her death. And she says, we never could have went through Ranger School without Ashley opening those doors. So they were there to thank me, and I was there to congratulate them for making it through the Ranger School. So, yeah, a lot of pride.
Everybody who knew Ashley will tell you, you spend just a few minutes in her company and you immediately feel like you're home. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, doesn't matter what's going on around you. She just had this way of making everybody feel like they're at home.
Well, I think the thing that touched me the most is when I spoke at the Women's Museum in DC. And after it was all over, this World War II veteran walked up to me dressed in her wool uniform, you know, and she took my hand, and right away I says, oh, thank you so much for your service. She was just the cutest little old lady. And she goes, no, I came to you. She says, I want to thank you for your daughter's service because she made what I did so much more important as a woman, because people know who I am now. And that just blew me away. I thought, wow, for her to say that, and then, other things that's happened, I'm thinking these women are recognized more now because of the legacy that she has left. She was so humble. She never wanted any attention for anything. I mean, I was just doing my job, or isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, she's probably up there shaking her head because it is huge, the attentions that she's gotten since she's gone. So she wouldn't like it. It was hard to hear the Rangers tell us that she was one of us. And it was like, wow, because I've always looked at them as, they're badasses, But they preferred her when they went out on their night missions because they knew she was so professional.
She'd just say, hey, I did my job to my best ability, and that's just how she was wired.
Well, as her mom, I tell people, she will always be just my daughter. She has become your hero. And that's how it will always be.
It's challenging hitting milestones in my personal life, and she's not there. That's the hardest part for me. Planning a wedding, and her not being there. And now having my first child, and her not being there.
I asked the Rangers, I said, did you give Ashley a nickname? And he goes, yeah, we did. He says, you'll never guess what it was. And I said, what was her nickname? And he said, Muffin. I said, Muffin? He goes, yeah. He says, hard on the outside, but soft on the inside.
I just hope people realize that no matter who you think you are, you can be anyone you want to be. If there's a hurdle in front of you, jump over it, because life's too short.
Yeah, we miss us.
Just wish she was here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That was Ashley, someone who serves with honor and gratitude, and most of all, humility. She just quietly did her job and was humble about it. You just need to spend one mission with her and know she's got my back. She's not out there to make a name for herself. She's out there to do the job and make a difference, make an impact, be value on the battlefield. That was Ashley.